What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Sister Girl on Films. And as you can tell by the title, I am here to give my thoughts and opinions on Firestarter, which is a remake of the 1994 Stephen King classic. So if you're interested in my thoughts on this reboot remake, then stay right there. We're going to get right into this review.
Hey, Sister Girl on Films, you don't want to miss a thing. Better stay tuned in. So lay back, get into the vibe, in the mood. Real reviews from a sister's point of view. Trailer reaction. Movies and TV, so entertaining and authentic, believe me. So roll that footage, I'm ready to chill. Time to hang out with my sister girl. Hey, Sister Girl on Films. Hey, Sister Girl on Films. Hey.
So Firestarter stars Zac Efron and Ryan Kiera Armstrong. And like I said, it is a remake of the 1984 classic by Stephen King. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and pretend like I have seen the original because I never have. So I was kind of curious, to check this one out. The trailer, while it did seem like it gave a whole hell of a lot away in this movie, it kind of piqued my interest. I was like, let me check it out. Had no idea it was coming out. God, I wish I had still not known. So Firestarter is basically about a little girl named Charlie, who was played by Ryan Kiera Armstrong, who is born with this ability to harness the power of fire, essentially. She's basically like a walking bomb. And there are some bad guys out there in the science world who want to basically capture Charlie to figure out how she's able to do what she does. And these people are not good people, and the likelihood they're going to try to use her for a weapon for their own gain is highly, highly probable. So Charlie and her family are in for the fight of their life to keep Charlie safe. So, this movie, child. Okay, so let me just go ahead and get to what I liked about Firestarter. So I really did enjoy Zac Efron in this film. I think he might be a little underrated. I don't think he's like Oscar worthy yet, but I do think that he does add a lot to the film. And whenever he was in scenes, I was just very much engaged in what was happening. I thought that he brought a lot of intensity to his role. I think he did the best he could with the material he had to work with. But to me, he was like the highlight of the film. And that's all I got for you. I don't hate to say it. Shit, I'm gonna be honest. Look, y'all, this movie was awful. So while I was in the movie theater watching it, a couple walked out. We was like halfway through the movie and they were just like, F this S, we are out of here. That's how bad this movie was, okay? As I was watching it, I was like, this looks and feels like a sci-fi original. No shade to sci-fi original films, because baby, let me tell you, Sci-Fi Channel got me through a boring rainy day in college, okay? However, this movie did not need to be made. So Ryan Kiera Armstrong, I wasn't mad at her performance, but something about it was just like, I don't know, maybe it was the direction. I don't know, but something about her performance just did not do it for me. And I don't know if it's the whole kid actor thing, but I wasn't a huge fan of her performance. And then all the performances for the most part were just kind of, I guess. The storyline in general, the overall concept and idea was probably pretty like revolutionary back in 1984. But baby, we have so many TV shows and movies and comic books and things about humans with superpowers and X-Men and mutants and all this, that it was kind of like, why did we need this? I don't feel like this movie needed to be made. The ending was just awful. It just ended. Didn't feel like there was an actual resolution. Child. There was even a montage of Charlie in the woods, like trying to figure out how to control her powers. And then she just came out of the woods like a super badass. And then she basically figured out how to get to the villain's lair based on telekinetic messages. I'm sorry? Just saying it out loud just felt outlandish. So imagine my eyeballs as I was watching it in the movie theater. This movie was just, it wasn't good. I feel like not all of Stephen King's properties need to be remade and revamped and brought to a new audience. Some shit just worked in the 80s and just need to stay in the 80s. I don't know. There's not a whole lot I can say. I'm just, you know, dragging this out, I guess, for just like this damn movie. Firestarter was awful. It was boring. The action scenes were so dull. They were very short. There was no suspense. There were no thrills. It was nothing. This movie could have legitimately been on TV. It just could have been a sci-fi original. And it probably would have been more well received, because my expectations with sci-fi originals is very mid, okay? I'm not expecting much. So if you give me just a smidge over the much, you got a winner, okay? But to release this into theaters and think people are gonna see this shit, all right, y'all, well, somebody was wrong. So obviously I don't recommend you check out Firestarter, y'all. You probably be better off just watching the original starring Drew Barrymore back in the day. I ain't never seen it, but it got to be better than this. So let me know in the comments below if you checked out Firestarter. If you did, if you loved it, please tell me why you loved it, because I want to love it too. I want to know your point of view. So if you loved it, please tell me why. And if you didn't, I understand. We are here, okay? And as always, y'all, like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'm going to see y'all next time for something else. Thank y'all so much for y'all support, and I'm going to see y'all next time.
Hey, look, I talk my shit and keep it honest, keep it independent. I hear them hating, but that's only cause they inconsistent. He said the weapon wouldn't prosper, now they wouldn't form.